Imagine you're standing on a beach, warm sand between your toes, the sun setting on the horizon. It's peaceful until you see it, a massive wave as tall as a 10-story building, rising from the depths of the ocean, getting taller by the second. In that moment, you're faced with the sheer power of nature. What would you do? Well, today, we'll be exploring 5 of the most extraordinary and massive waves ever recorded. These waves have left a lasting mark on history, and their stories are as incredible as they are humbling, reminding us of the immense power and mystery of the ocean. Let's kick off things in California with the legendary Mavericks, a wave so massive, it's been called a surfer's nightmare and a dream all in one. Just outside Half Moon Bay, this beast of a wave reaches heights up to 60 feet. That's taller than a 6-story building. Alright, now here's the crazy thing. Mavericks isn't just about size, it's about speed. These waves charge towards the shore at terrifying velocities. Picture this, you're a surfer, paddling out, and suddenly you see it, a mountain of water forming right in front of you. The waves here are created by underwater canyons that funnel and amplify the ocean's energy. In 1994, Hawaiian big wave surfer Mark Fu tragically lost his life to one of these monstrous waves, proving just how powerful and unforgiving they can actually be. The name Mavericks actually has a surprising origin. It was named after a surfer's dog. Back in 1961, a surfer's German shepherd named Maverick followed him into the water and just wouldn't leave. While the dog was safely removed, the name stuck to these now legendary waves. Who knew a fearless dog would become a part of surf history? Home to some of the most monstrous waves on the planet. Nazare. We're talking about waves that have reached a jaw-dropping 100 feet. Yeah, you heard me right, 100 feet. Nazare actually used to be a quiet fishing village. All up until 2011 when surfer Garrett McNamara rode a record-breaking 78-foot wave. And now this little fishing town has become a mecca for big wave surfers. The secret behind Nazare's massive waves is an underwater canyon 3 miles deep, acting like a turbocharger for the Atlantic Ocean. Oh, and here's something cool. If you're lucky enough to be at the lighthouse during winter, you might just actually witness one of these giants up close. But of course, don't get too close unless you want a close-up of a watery apocalypse. Alright, when you think of massive waves, you've got to think of Hawaii, specifically Jaws. Yes, like the shark. And trust me, these waves are just as scary. Located off the northern coast of Maui, Jaws is known for producing waves that easily top 60 feet, and sometimes much higher. But here's the twist. Jaws is like a sleeping dragon. It only wakes up a few times a year, during the winter, when the conditions are just right. These waves break fast and they break hard, so much so that the wipeouts here can feel like being in a car crash. The power of Jaws is actually so intense that surfers use jet skis just to tow themselves into the wave. Crazy, right? Local surfers say that riding these waves feels like standing in front of a building that's about to collapse on you. Yikes. The power of the wave at Jaws is amplified by strong winds and the unique topography of the sea floor. One Hawaiian surfer described it perfectly. You don't ride Jaws, you survive it. Now, if you think we've seen it all, get ready for Shipstern Bluff in Tasmania, Australia. This place is infamous for its monstrous and quite frankly weird-looking waves. These waves aren't just huge, they're freaky. Known as shippies to locals. But don't let that cute nickname fool you. These waves are absolute monsters with gnarly twists. Literally. They form these bizarre steps within the waves, so it's like surfing down a giant staircase made of water. Imagine trying to keep your balance on that. Oh, and to add to the challenge, the water there is bone-chillingly cold. Surfers describe it like riding an avalanche, brutal and unforgiving. Shipstern Bluff is so remote that the only way to get there is by boat or an epic hike through the wilderness. So not only do you need the skills to ride these waves, but the stamina to even reach them. Like, talk about commitment. And finally, we're facing the mythical Cyclops. Perhaps the scariest wave on our list. Found off the coast of Western Australia, Cyclops is a mutant wave. So thick and heavy that it almost looks like it could swallow you whole. Oh, and it's named after a one-eyed monster for a reason. The wave's tube is so round and hollow, it's like staring into the eye of a beast. These waves can reach 30 feet, but they look even bigger because of the way they crash over shallow reefs. It's like watching water fold in on itself. Cyclops are so dangerous that even pro surfers rarely attempt it. The waves break with such force that one wrong move could end a surfer's career, or worse. Many claim Cyclops isn't meant for surfing. It's meant for watching in awe, from a safe distance. So there you have it, 5 of the scariest and most massive waves ever recorded. From the towering walls of water at Nazare to the terrifying step waves at Shipstern Bluff. The ocean is truly wild and unpredictable, an invincible force that only the bravest souls dare to challenge. Would you ever face these giants, or do you prefer keeping your feet firmly planted on land? Let us know in the comments below. And hey, if you enjoyed this ocean adventure, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button and share this video with your friends. Your support means the world to us. Thank you for watching.